The long-running tension between Ja Rule and 50 Cent is once again making headlines, and this time Ja Rule is making one thing crystal clear: there will be no peace talks, no handshake, and no reconciliation. According to him, it's simply never happening. In a recent interview, Ja Rule didn't hold back when asked about the possibility of finally squashing the decades-old beef. While many fans have hoped that time would heal old wounds, Ja Rule made it clear that some lines were crossed that can't be uncrossed. He explained that the history between them runs too deep and too personal to just brush aside for the sake of hip-hop unity. For those who may not remember, the rivalry between these two New York rap icons dates all the way back to the late 1990s and early 2000s. What started as tension between their camps quickly escalated into one of the most talked-about feuds in hip-hop history. Diss tracks were released, interviews turned into verbal shots, and the drama spilled far beyond the music. It wasn't just competitive, it became deeply personal. Over the years, both artists have traded subtle jabs and outright disses. Even when it seemed like things had cooled down, social media reignited the flames. 50 Cent, known for his trolling antics online, has frequently taken public shots at Ja Rule, and Ja Rule has responded in his own way, making it clear he hasn't forgotten the past. Now, in 2026, when many expected maturity and distance to potentially soften the situation, Ja Rule's stance is firm. He suggested that forgiveness doesn't automatically mean friendship, and for him, moving on doesn't require sitting down with 50 Cent for a public truce. He emphasized that he's focused on his career, business moves, and legacy, rather than revisiting old battles. Interestingly, fans remain divided. Some believe it's time for the two veterans to set an example for the culture and close that chapter. Others argue that authenticity is key in hip-hop, and if the feelings are real, then pretending otherwise would only be fake. The history between them shaped an entire era of rap competition, influencing how artists approach lyrical warfare even today. Despite everything, both Ja Rule and 50 Cent have built successful careers beyond the feud. 50 expanded into television and business ventures, while Ja Rule continued performing and building his brand in music and entrepreneurship. The rivalry may have defined a moment in time, but it doesn't define their entire legacies. Still, one thing is certain: as long as interviews are being done and social media exists, the conversation about this feud isn't going away. And with Ja Rule firmly stating that peace is off the table, hip-hop's most infamous rivalry remains unresolved. Whether fans like it or not, some beefs just don't get a happy ending, and according to Ja Rule, this is one of them.